Today's video is about a coaching concept called, or that I'm calling, the poop sandwich. Take 1 second and just hit the like button for me. I think the easiest way to understand the idea of the poop sandwich is what I want you to do, what you're doing, what I want you to do. So if you can easily show the student exactly what you want them to do. So let's talk about like a back tuck. They're setting and your eyes are forward, and that's what you want them to do. You want them to set with their arms up and their eyes forward. And so you show them that. You say, hey, this is what a good back tuck looks like. Boom. And then if you're skilled enough at the back tuck in this instance, then you can change the back tuck so that it is what they are doing, right? So let's say that they're putting their head back, but they're bringing their arms up. So you do a backflip where you bring your arms up, and as you do that, you put your head back, and you show them exactly what it is that they are doing, and that gives them honest feedback. That's really the most important thing about this concept, is that they're getting this honest feedback. Now, when you show a student exactly what they're doing, they'll have this idea. They'll start to step up and they say, oh, I can do it. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do it right away. But you're not finished with the sandwich. You know, you need both ends of the sandwich, right? You showed them what you want it to look like. You gave them that feedback of what they are doing. You did it how they are doing it. And now you have to take a second to explain again what's different about it and why you're doing this certain thing. So you take that second, you say, hey, we want to keep our eyes forward, because when we keep our eyes forward, our head, doesn't drop back. And if our head drops back, that makes us go lower instead of higher. And if we're trying to do a higher back tuck, we want to keep those eyes forward. And then you show them, you give them that last example of this is what I want it to look like. And you say, boom, you do a really good one, keeping your eyes forward. And in that moment, they have all of the data in their brain, and their brain has the data necessary so that they can put it into their body. They have the feedback that's necessary, what they expect it to look like, but what they're actually looking like. And now they have a closer vision of that feeling of what it feels like to keep your eyes forward. Boom. And so when you make these comparisons really quickly, it usually takes 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes tops to show these examples and to do the explanation. The moment that you do that, after they they're going to try that backflip again, and it's instantly going to be different because they have an understanding that is different now. Now they're thinking about how to do it differently, and that's the point of coaching, is to help them to think about it differently than how they're thinking about it now. So this is not to be confused with a compliment sandwich, right? A compliment sandwich is when you're working with somebody that may be a little bit more sensitive to the tone of your voice, as well as criticizing them. They may not be able to take it so well, right? And that is up to you to decide whether you need to cushion it for them or not. What I mean by the compliment sandwich is when you are giving advice to somebody, you can sandwich that advice that may sting a little bit by 2 compliments, right? So you're able to give them a small compliment so that you're kind of bringing them up, and then their emotions, you're bringing their emotions up, and they're feeling good about themselves, their self-esteem, and then you tell them the thing that they need to work on or that they're not doing right. This is where the honest feedback is. And sometimes if they are not sure, or they, even if they're super new to the movement, they may take it kind of personally, and that may pull them down. And so it's hard for them to hear what you're saying because they feel attacked, right? Or they feel like you're jabbing at them. And so in order to, you know, help soften them up so they can take that criticism and use it rather than, you know, put up the walls and be defensive, you're able to give them a compliment and then, you know, give them that criticism. And when you give them that compliment, it bumps them up. And then when you give them the criticism, it gets them right back to where they were before. And so now they can actually take that criticism and maybe think, you know, critically think about it. And then you finish with a good compliment, you know, and helping them out. So, or again, bringing that self-esteem up. And when you do this, it can be helpful. And, you know, people are able to take that and maybe, you know, this is a different concept than the poop sandwich, even though it may seem kind of similar. You know, most people call it a compliment sandwich because that's what, you know, you're really using. This is really for the coaches out there, or even the people that are trying to help and teach people. So hopefully that this helped you guys out. I really believe in this method, and from my experience, the poop sandwich is like incredibly powerful, and I get kids to do things that they are surprised that they are able to do, and that I just want to share that with you guys. You know, hopefully that it helps you in your coaching journey. So. Thanks for watching the video, and if you guys like and subscribe, that would really help me out. If you're interested in seeing more of this content, I plan to be making more of these coaching videos, as well as I'll have some tutorials that are going to come out soon. So check out, hit that little bell button and get the notifications for my next video. So thanks so much, guys, and see you next time.